guys, it's Janessa and welcome back to my channel. So what I have planned for this video, I think is going to alter the course that my channel is going in just a little bit. So today I will be doing the Authortube tag. The way that I found Authortube was actually through Alexa Dawn and Kate Kavanaugh. With Kate, she was doing like nano prep, and she was doing this series on her channel where she would pretty much copy the writing style of these other writers and see how well it works for her. And then with Alexa, she was actually the first one to really introduce me to Authortube. She pretty much had a video on how to start a booktube channel, and then from there I just started watching her videos on the fact that she doesn't do writing vlogs with the fake typing and everything. And so yeah, I would love to say that I write in every genre, but that just isn't the case. I love reading every genre, and eventually I would like to say that I've written at least one thing in every genre, but right now I'm rooted in fantasy, contemporary, and romance. If I had been asked this question early on, my answer would have been that I am a plotter. But then once I hit high school, I was definitely more of a panster. But now I think I'm a good mix of the two. When it comes to like major plot points in my book, I'm going to, have those planned out. But with a good portion of the story, especially like filler chapters and everything, I definitely just write whatever comes to mind and hope and pray that it works out well. I don't think that I have a publishing company that I'm like, yes, this is the only one that I want to work with. And I think that's the case also for a literary agent. I feel like I'd be lucky to just work with anybody, but also I do want to just do more research for a literary agent and within the publishing companies before I'm like, this is my final decision, So I don't really have an answer to this one, but I'm submitting to Inkyard Press in March, so there is that. Starting my Authortube channel, I guess, especially in November, the month of November, it's mostly just going to be like NaNoWriMo stuff because I am participating in NaNoWriMo this year. And so that is mostly what is going to be focused on for the month of November. But moving forward after that, I would really like to do writing vlogs and like just my journey as trying to get published for the first time, and the steps with looking for that literary agent, editing your manuscript for sending it off to those agents, and just the whole process of writing a book for the first time. I also would love to do interviews with writers and sort of get like their behind the scenes of how they approach their novels before it hits publishing. When did I start writing? I feel like the answer is when I was young, because I always remember writing some type of story, but yeah, I think I'd say 5, because I was writing back then, but taking it seriously and like, this is what I want to do. I was 18 when I started really sitting down and like, okay, we're gonna write a book. I haven't finished one yet, but it was definitely when I was 18. First story I wrote, so I sort of remembered, but not really, the first story. And I think it was when I was around 4 and I was in preschool, and I just recently broke my arm. So I wrote about a girl who had broken her arm and had a purple cast and how she loved her purple cast. So yeah, I think that's the one. Okay, now bye. But there's probably like a better one out there somewhere, because I know for a fact that I did a lot of writing in middle school. I just cannot think of what it was about exactly. What authors inspired me the most? I think especially when I was starting out, Sarah Dessen was a huge one for me. I read almost all of her books in middle school. Also Simone Eccles, she wrote the Perfect Chemistry series. Love that. Let me think. PC Cast and Kristen Cast, Rochelle Mead, Tomi Adeyemi, Sabaa Tahir, Laura Sebastian, Carrie Manzacalo. Editing me here. I just want to clarify that when I'm saying like Tomi Adeyemi and Sabaa Tahir, Laura Sebastian, it wasn't until last year that I really started getting into fantasy and wanted to try writing my own fantasy. So that is like why I'm mentioning all these recent authors. And I think for sure I'm also going to say I cannot think of the author's name off the top of my head, but the author of The Tale of Despero. That is a story that I remember loving in 4th grade, and that really like sparked an interest for me. Like put the idea in my head that I could write my own stories like this. That's it. That's all. So I would definitely like to get into a schedule when it comes to writing. Right now, it's pretty much I just write whenever, but that's not really beneficial for me when it comes to wanting to finish the novel that I'm working on right now in December, which I have a long way to go. But I do know leading into November that I will have a set schedule of when I'll be writing, for how long I'll be writing, and just planning out the sprints that I'm gonna be doing in November, because if I don't start planning now, this book is never gonna get written, because I'm just always gonna make the excuse that I don't have the time to write. So should probably hop on that schedule maybe. I think it'd be so cool to be like, yeah, I type on a typewriter. I don't, but I'd like to. I think I'm a mix between typing things out on the computer, but then also just jotting some things down in a notebook. I like those two, typing and writing. It just really depends. Like, do I want to type or do I want to write? Now that I'm a part of Authortube, which it seems so weird to say that because not that long ago I just said I was a part of BookTube, but now being a part of Authortube, something that I am looking forward to is finding my writing community. I found my book community and the people who are avid readers like I am, but being a writer, I think it's just so important to have those people around you who understand and are willing to support you. So that is something that I'm really looking forward to, is just really getting that writing community and having that support where I'm lacking in other places. But I'm also looking forward to the people that goes right along with the writing community, Janessa. But I am looking forward to just meeting people. Like, I'm gonna be the first one to say it, that I'm an introvert, and when people ask me or approach me or like, how would you describe yourself, I'm like, I'm the fakest extrovert that there is. So I'm just looking forward to getting out of my shell and shedding some of that introvertness. Okay, that is going to do it for today's video. I'm so excited for this journey that I'm going to be going on with you guys and just seeing where it leads. And I hope you guys are excited about it too, and the direction that I'm taking my channel. If you did like this video, please do like, comment, and subscribe. And I guess I'll see you in the next one.